Good morning. Welcome to Time in His Word. When I was in junior high, we had an assignment one day. We had a teacher give us a list of words, and then she told us to write a story, or we could use our imagination. But anyway, we had to use these. And I forget how many words it was. It was 10 words, 5 words. It was, it was a number of them. But anyway, one of the guys that I remembered, he got done really quick, and I thought, man, I struggled with writing something, but I did use all the words. I didn't think the story was all that great, but the point of the assignment was to get us to use our imagination and think outside of the box. Well, he wrote down something like, one day in class, and I forget the teacher's name, and he listed her name, told us to write a story, and he listed the words, and he said, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that's what he handed in. Oh, he got in trouble. And it reminds me from time to time that people just show up, and they're just a body. They're just there. They're like voting present in an important vote on something, rather than taking a stand one way or the other. They just vote present. And they think that gets them off the hook, when in reality it shows that they're weak and they have no ability, or they choose not to make a stand one way or the other. Because you just can't go through life voting present. You got to, at some point in time, you've got to stand up and make a stand and let people know where you stand on an issue. It's just, it's just the way it is. In Colossians, the 3rd chapter, the beginning of this chapter in my Bible, I wrote Christian living. And that's what this whole chapter means to me. It describes how, as a Christian, I should be living more on the witnessing side, living as a Christian as a whole, but also how I should go about telling others about Christ. And then the first 4 verses, I want to read them. Therefore, if you have been raised up with Christ, keep seeking the things above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things above, not on things of the earth. And in that second passage there, I wrote mindset, and I wrote Romans 12:1 and 2, and it talks about our body being a living sacrifice. And it ties in, it's just another reference for this passage for me. Like I said before, I like writing in my Bible. Continuing on in verse 3, for you have died and your life is hidden within Christ. When Christ, who is our life, is revealed, then you also will be revealed with him in glory. So I guess what I'm asking you today is, are you like that guy in the English class that I had and was told to write a story using these words, and all he wrote was, Mrs. So-and-so told me to write a story, listed the words, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it? Or have you gone beyond that, and you're more of somebody who takes a stand and doesn't just go through life voting present or trying not to rock the boat, as you will? Because like I said before, at some point in time, you're going to be challenged on your beliefs and what you think of something, and you need to have a backbone, and you need to be able to say, yes, this is what I believe, and this is why I believe. And you could be the only one in the crowd with that point of view, but being the only one in the crowd with that point of view a lot of times will reveal that there are others that are thinking the same way. They just didn't want to be the first one to make that public stand, and they were waiting on someone else to do that. So where do you stand on things today? Are you just there voting present, or are you making a stand and people can look at you and see that you're rock solid in your beliefs and at the core of who you are?